All right, buckle up. We're heading back across the Atlantic. And this time we are going to go to not only Germany and Austria, but we're going to make a complete tour of Europe. So hold on to your hats. Oh, Thomas Hasenberger.
Okay, welcome to Europe. This time I will tell you a bit more about Europe. Last year I told you about the German projects, but this time there are hardly any Europeans here, so I want to tell you more about the European perspective. To understand more about the European position and our special the needs we have, I want to show you first. I'm sure you know what the European Union is, but I wanted to show you this first. We have 28 countries, but only the European Union, without Ukraine and the Eastern European countries. And here's Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. So only the European and without Switzerland. We have 28 countries with 24 official languages and 3 alphabets and over 100 languages of European minorities, not minorities which are immigrated. So, this cultural and every language represents a unique culture, you know. So we have a very high cultural diversity in a lot of languages, and especially the target group of TMI, which is over 40, hardly speaks English. So this is the problem we have. So we have to be very creative to bring this in our cultures. At the moment we have a mailing list, and there are 34 facilitators which are in active contact, and we have a monthly Skype meeting, which is hosted by Luigi in UK. Great guy. I will tell you more about him. He's very active in bringing the Europeans together, and he was also the driving force of the European gathering. But I will show you more about that later. And we have at the moment there are several residential facilitators active in Europe. Not everybody is from Europe. Sylvester is from Canada, but the others are in Europe. Yeah, there was a highlight in December 2013 because we met in Greece, and there were requests before 2013 to have a European gathering of the facilitators. But I always suppressed it a bit because I didn't want a competing event to the professional division seminar here in the US. But last year it was unavoidable. Everybody wanted it. And there was another reason, and the reason was Nosfera. Nosfera is a seminar center in Greece, and so to say, it's a baby of TMI, because it's exactly the same infrastructure you have here in the US. The whole building is wired. You have plugs for headphones beside every bed, and it's made with a very good taste, and it was built by the two Greek outreach facilitators, by Julia and Maria, and two lovely women, and with a great hospitality. And it's also put into an association. You know, it's not privately managed by them, because they really wanted to do something for that there's infrastructure for seminars with Hemisync. They can host up to 35 participants. They have bedrooms. Every bedroom has its own bathroom. And they're wired for headphones. And and they also have wellness facilities for massage and yoga and meditation. Here I have a few pictures that you get an impression. These are the rooms. They are always all the rooms are twin rooms. Yeah. So these are the twin rooms. Beside every bed, you can't see it here. Here you see it. The black box here is the connector for the headphones. This is the seminar room, the meeting room, and they also have a mixer and microphone there, so you can go there with your exercises on a smartphone and you can work there. This is the building for the participants. So there's a deck here, and here are the rooms for the participants of the seminars. There's in the background here's the door to the kitchen, and then in the background there's an area where you can eat, and very nice living room with fireplaces, and you have a very nice veranda outside, and you have a great view to the sea. It's on a mountain close to Athens. So Julia and Maria invited us and said, we have the place here, and so everybody was curious, and so we planned a European gathering there. I will just give you an overview what's going on in the European countries. In Greece, there is Maria and Julia. They're very successful in Thessaloniki, in the north of Greece. They have gave presentations and weekend excursions, and they had over 100 people on their presentations there. In Athens, their business is not too good, but they at the moment they make their weekend excursions in Nosfera, and they rent Nosfera for seminars too. But it's not used like a hotel, just for seminars. So companies book it, and also people who do seminars there. Then in Italy, Stefano is the only full-time facilitator in Europe. So he does nothing else than working as an outreach and residential facilitator. He translated the weekend excursion and also the gateway experience, and I think now Lifeline, in Italian. The trend in Italy is that his programs are full, but now there is a lot of interest from professionals in Hemisync there, and he's starting to work with doctors and psychotherapists. This is the development in Italy. Yeah, Germany, this is not only my country, there's also Birgit Althaus and Oliver Weiss in Germany. Birgit is retired, so she has recently retired, so she has more time to do weekend excursions. And Oliver was also very active, but he is married now. Maybe this year he does a bit less of the weekend excursions. Yeah, I had a great time with with Andrea. We did last year the first German gateway voyage together, close to Munich, in a very nice seminar place, but with wild weather when the seminar started. So we weren't sure if the participants could come, because everything was flooded, all the highways were blocked, all the cities were blocked by the police. Yeah, nobody could go out and in. And there was a very nice situation, because all the participants could come except one. He got stuck in with the train in a small city nearby, and I told Andrea I will drive in to fetch him. And Andrea said, "If you can't come back, what should I do?" You know, because she was not sure if she then had to if I can't come back, she has to start the seminar alone. And I drove there, and it was a very nice situation, because there was a policeman and sent all the cars back which wanted to drive into town. And I approached policeman, and I thought, you don't see me. And then there was a car in front of me, and he sent the car back. And when I came to him, he turned, and I passed him. Yeah? So it was great. So I could fetch the participant and was back in time. And it was really a great week, and it was very harmonious. So Andrea has much more talents than she told you in her presentation. She speaks German very well, and it was very organic. She was telling something in a debriefing, then I took over and told something. So it was very, it was really very organic and harmonious what we did, and we had really a very nice time and great participants, and it was a good place, and everything went good during the week. Maybe I'd also want to say something about the seminars, because it was a lot of work to translate everything and to subtitle videos, and you did such a great work in Romania, and you didn't tell anybody about what's really behind it, because if you have to translate so many programs, this is really a lot of work, and I have great respect of that, because I did it one time now, and maybe we should also tell TMI a few improvements they could make, that you have shorter time to translate the seminars, because you could do a few easy things, and also for the trainers who translate a program for the first time, we can give them some advice which technical equipment would work, and because I bought 4 microphones, 1 external audio interface, which I didn't use in the end, and so there are a few things we could improve. So maybe we stay in contact and give you some feedback about that. Okay, then I will tell you a bit later about the development of lucid dreaming seminar. First, Holland, Leidi and Joop. They're very active, especially Leidi at the moment. Joop changed lost his job and is in is in orientation phase now. But they work together very well. And also in Holland, there is request now from professionals. In the UK, Luigi and Phil work together. Luigi is a great guy. We developed a lucid dreaming seminar together and visited each other. Spain, at the moment, Daniel, Jose, and Jose is here, and Aki are communicating with us, and they also work together more now. I don't talk about France because Charlene will do that. In Denmark, we have Anya, which is new in the business. There are no trends there. She's active and doing her weekend excursion. And Romania, of course, I don't say anything about that because Andrea did that already and can do that much better. The problems we have is that we need more 2 and 3 days seminars. We need a lot more seminars and exercises in our languages. There is a great request in the professional field, but not every facilitator is capable to provide that, because you have to speak another language again to them. So the 3 new programs should be made available for all the Europeans. There was an accreditation last year, but not everybody can come to TMI to get the accreditation for the 3 new programs. yeah, the advanced excursion is also not really. It's because they are old exercises. It's not really what our target group in Europe really wants, and also they have to get converted in our languages again. So this is the next problem. And yeah, this is not a problem of TMI, but the CD cells are difficult because many of the outreach facilitators deal with CDs, but they have to order a big package, and then if they sell a lot of gateway experience CDs and a customer wants them, and they have to order a single wave or a single package from the US, then the shipping rates are so high that it's they can't afford that. So we try to help each other in Europe, but of course not always. There's not always the thing or the exercise available you need. So maybe the logistics between the US and Europe should be better. Yeah. The goals. Okay, we want to spread in Europe. We want collaboration instead of competition. We work together very well because we know each other. We are friends. We trust each other, and we are very open. If somebody develops something, and somebody asks, he get the full information, and this is a very nice atmosphere between the European facilitators. But we also have a much higher evolutionary pressure, because we only have the English exercises. So we have to be very creative to keep the fire burning in Europe, because we are not so flexible as you are on your market. Yeah, and we want to offer TMI also that we could support research and development, because we have advantage that people in Europe don't sue each other. You know, if you make a failure, the customer don't come again. You know, that's everything. You know, we don't get problems with the people there. So it's much easier to try something, because we have much lower, close to no risk in Europe to try new things. So if you need anything which we could try with Sam, or then maybe Europe is the first area where you could try that. And we also tried probably to have a common European marketing, and because the local countries are very strong. You know, Stefano is very strong in Italy, and we know our channels, but we also maybe we would like to have a common platform. This would be nice. Yeah, there are few examples. I stop immediately. Many programs got translated. We developed a lucid dreaming seminar. I can't tell you much more about this. We already did 1 week in Manchester together with Luigi and Phil, which was a big success for an experimental and first seminar. It was great. And so this shows also the creativity which we have in Europe, and it's easy to try something out. And at the moment, there are also many local developments where facilitators try to create something that they can do something that they can do more than the weekend excursion and spread on their market. And this is one picture of the lucid dreaming participants and the group in Manchester in November 2013. Okay, so this was a lot of information, because it was a lot. There were a lot of countries. Maybe you got a bit the feeling of what's going on there. And this is only Europe. This is only the European Union is without the Eastern European countries. Because I already was also in Belarus to do some weekend excursions, and Linda was in Russia. So there are also projects going on behind beyond Europe. Okay, So thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.